And a very good Sunday to you all, and welcome to John Lewis Field at Speck-Keene Stadium for Game 3, the rubber game of this 3-game Northwest Conference baseball series between the George Fox Bruins and the Willamette Bearcats. And we're just about set to get underway here in the top of the first inning. Noah Meffert standing in, and we are underway on this Sunday afternoon at John Lewis Field. There's a fly ball to deep right field. Going back is Granucci right at the warning track and makes the grab. And that is the first out. Here's Jeremy Sangalang, the left fielder. Left-hander McGrew fires it in, and it's a line drive into center field. And coming over nicely to make the grab is Clint Walker. And that'll set up the center fielder, Mason Eastman.
Third, the center fielder, number 5, Mason Eastman.
And there's a pop fly on the infield. McGrew calling for it. Now coming over is Piazza, makes the grab quickly. 3 up, 3 down. Tasso Foster, the second baseman, here to lead it off. 3-2 pitch to Foster is just outside for ball 4.
It's Jeff Hoffman.
And here's Hoffman, who's hitting .388 this season. They play Hoffman to pull the ball to the left side of the infield. There's a high chopper right at the shortstop, or second baseman rather, who had pulled over towards the shortstop side of second. And Hoffman is thrown out. So here's Granucci with a runner in scoring position and 1 down. 2-2, and Granucci takes called strike 3. Bearcats next weekend have a non-conference series here at home against Cal Lutheran. And they wrap up the regular season in 2 weeks at home against Whitman. Bouncer to first. Grabbed by the first baseman Coulter, wins the race to the bag. And Bearcats gone in the first after a leadoff walk. And nothing across. We're through 1. And a swing and a miss. 3 pitches. And Coulter down on strikes. 4 up, 4 down this afternoon for E.J. McGrew. And here's Evan Belingit. There's a fly ball to right. Granucci going back at the fence. Makes the grab. Here's the DH. Garrett Struby was the DH in the second game of yesterday's doubleheader. Went 1 for 3 at the plate. And hits one right over the head of the shortstop, Drew Baskin. And he picks up a 2-out base hit. First hit of the day. And Struby's on base for the catcher, Shane McClendon. And McGrew trying to finish off the inning. Swings and misses. Does McClendon. 2 strikeouts in the inning. Bearcats come into the plate here in the second inning with Clint Walker. Waved at and missed. And Walker down on strikes. 1 away in the second, and here's Luke Piazza, the first baseman. Simi Valley, California Jr. lofts one out into short left field. That is going to drop in for a base hit. Keeping an eye on the pitch count for Ryder Edwards, who only averages about 2 innings per outing. A little bit less than that. There's a line drive out into center field. Coming over is making the catch is Eastman. And there's 2 away. 3-1 on Carter Stoltz with runners at first and second and 2 away. And there's a fly ball into center. Eastman is there. This should be a pretty easy play for the Bruins. It is. And the Bearcats gone in the second inning. Here's Blue Ellis, the third baseman, to lead it off. Ellis, an average of .256 this year. A couple home runs this year for Ellis. 17 runs driven in. Fly ball into right. Granucci going back. He's just in front of the fence. Leaps and makes the catch. 1 away. Nice catch from Granucci. And here is Jared Miller, second baseman. Bunts it up the first baseline. Grabbed by Foster. Throws to first, not in time. Bunt single for Jared Miller. And he placed that really very nicely. Bunting it past the pitcher, McGrew. Second hit of the day for the Bruins. And here's Noah Meffert. 3-0 pitch, and that one's outside. And that intentional walk there to Meffert puts runners at first and second with 1 away. Miller's the runner at second and Meffert at first with 1 down and no score in the third inning. Throw down to third and stealing the base is Jared Miller. And now the Bruins need a base hit or a Bearcats mistake. That's a bouncer down to third. Hoffman backhands, long throw across, and it gets past the first baseman, Piazza. Sangalang will go to second. Coming in to score is Miller, and the Bruins are on the board. Lifted foul down the first baseline. Going out and making the grab is Carson Coulter. So Foster pops out for the first out of the inning. So the Bruins obviously expecting Hoffman to pull the ball. And he hits it right up the middle and past the second baseman, Jared Miller. It does not work out for the Bruins. Here's Rocco Granucci. Hoffman is at first. And Granucci lifts one into short left field. Sangalang in, and there's two away. There's a line drive right up the middle for a base hit. Hoffman goes to second. He's going to round and head all the way to third. Here comes the throw. Comes all the way through, but Hoffman's in standing up. 1-0 the counts on Clint Walker. Hits one into the hole. Mefford is there. Picks it up and throws him out. And the Bearcats leave a couple more runners on base as they pick up two hits and they leave two runners. Line drive into right field. Granucci coming over. He's not going to get there. Drops in just in front or just inside the line. And a nice play from Rocco keeps Carson Coulter at first base. And here's Evan Belinget, the right fielder. Bruins back in business as Belinget bluffs a bunt, and it's missed by Carter Stoltz. Into second goes Carson Coulter. I don't know if Stoltz was distracted by Belinget bluffing the bunt, but either way, he just missed the ball. Belinget again takes the bunt, and McGrew throws to Foster covering the bag. So the sacrifice bunt, there's one down, and into third goes Coulter. Struby, a batting average 6 hits and 21 at-bats this year. There's a bouncer to third. Hoffman cuts it off. That's going to save the run as Struby is thrown out. Two away, Shane McClendon, the catcher. And McGrew strikes him out for the second time in the game. And a big inning for McGrew to get out of that after the leadoff base hit. Ryder Edwards now at 56 pitches as we head into the fourth inning. There's a bouncer just past the second baseman, Jared Miller. And Piazza has his second base hit of the day. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Baskin lifts one out into center field. Eastman coming over on the chase. He can't get there. Bounces up against the fence. Piazza on his way to third. They're going to wave him around. Here comes the throw to the plate. Piazza is going to be out at the plate. Terrific relay from the Bruins. And Piazza is cut down for the first out of the inning. So it's still 1-0, George Fox. And there's a fly ball out into center field. Eastman is there, makes the catch. Heading to third is Baskin. He's going to be in with the head-first dive. Stoltz took a chance in letting that one go past. Now the 2-2 is a swing and a miss, and the Bruins shut it down here in the fourth inning. No runs, couple hits. Bearcats leave another runner on base. Third baseman Blue Ellis leading off for the Bruins against E.J. McGrew. A bouncing ball, second base. Foster there, 2 hops, and an easy out, number 1. Here's a second baseman, Jared Miller, who has scored the only run of the game. And there's a bouncing ball to short. Baskin throws to first for out number 2. And here is Noah Mefford. And there's a chopper up the middle. Foster backhands, fires across his body, not in time. Really no chance there for Foster. Infield single for the Bruins with 2 away, and here's Jeremy Sangalang. And Spritzer to the plate, bouncing ball, shortstop. Baskin backhands, throws him out, and Spritzer gets out of trouble here in the 5th inning.
Number 2, Tasso
Ryder Edwards
Foster.
still on the mound for the Bruins. He's got a shutout through 4 innings. Foster, the first pitch, wraps it into right field for a base hit. Bearcats have had 2 runners on base in each of the last 3 innings. There goes Foster, pitch in the dirt, throw to second. Foster's in with a slide pitch. The throw goes into center field, and Foster is going to move to third. So a stolen base and an error, and there's a runner at third base with nobody out. And a count of 1-2 on Jeff Hoffman for Foster, his 6th stolen base of the season. 2nd error of the day on the Bruins. Swing and a miss. And Hoffman is out on strikes. Foster at third with 1 down, and Granucci, base hit, we're tied up. Big base hit there for Rocco Granucci. To score the run in is Foster, and it's 1-1. 0-1 pitch, ripped into right field for a base hit. Lawson with his 2nd base hit of the day. Granucci stops at second, runners at first and second, 1 away. And that is going to do it for Ryder Edwards. This time they are going to go into the bullpen. So Edwards pitches a terrific 4 1/3. New pitcher for the Bruins is left-hander Andrew Sutherland. 1-2. A little bouncer up the first baseline, picked up by the first baseman Coulter. So Walker is out number 2. Andrew Sutherland here in relief of Ryder Edwards. And the 2-2, swing and a miss. And Sutherland gets out of the inning. There's a line drive to short, just over Baskin at a base hit. Leadoff single for Mason Eastman. Hoffman ready to charge in from third. There goes Eastman, swing and a miss. There's the throw to second base, not in time. And Spritzer, they head on the count 0-2. And he picks up the strikeout as Coulter is done. 1-2, and a bouncer to third. Hoffman misses it. Bolingit is going to be safe. 2-2 is a bouncing ball to short. Baskin goes to second for 1. They're not going to make the relay to first. Struby goes, swing and a miss, strike 3. 2nd strikeout of the inning. Spritzer shuts down that rally. 2 runners left on base. 1-1 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. And a new pitcher for George Fox. They bring in Jonathan Stone, leading it off here in the 6th inning. Bearcats will run 8 hits. Bruins will run 6 hits. Swing and a miss. And Baskin is down on strikes. And there's a bouncing ball, second base. Right to Jared Miller, and there's 2 away. Bearcats trying to find some offense here. 2-2, and Wagner is down on strikes. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Jonathan Stone. And as we start the 7th inning, it is third baseman Blue Ellis. And he's out on strikes on 3 straight pitches. And here's Jared Miller, second baseman. He has scored the only run of the game for the Bruins, coming back in the 3rd. Bearcats tied it in the 5th, and that's where we are, 1-1 with a fly ball into center. Clint Walker with the easy grab, and there's 2 away. Meffert today is 1 for 2. His walk back in the 3rd against DJ McGrew really looked like McGrew was not going to give him any chance to swing the bat. He swings the bat here, hits it to deep right field. Granucci just in front of the warning track makes the grab. So they shut down Meffert. Foster in the 5th, on with a single. Stole second, went to third on an error, and scored on a Rocco Granucci base hit. Hits one right up the middle. Meffert fumbles it, throws, and Foster is safe. And there's a shot into left field for a base hit for Hoffman. Foster goes to second, holds on. Nice play by Sangalang to get that before it got to the fence. That hit by Hoffman was maybe the hardest hit ball of the day for the Bearcats. He really ripped it. 2-1 is bounced down to third. Meffert is there, fumbles it again, throws to second. They do get Hoffman at second base. And Lawson with a chance to put Willamette into the lead. The 1-2 is a little looper out into short center field, backhanded and grabbed. Here comes a throw to the plate, and the Bearcats are going to score. Holy cow, that's a huge chance for the Bearcats. And now, off first base, getting back in with a dive is Granucci. So the Bearcats with a run in the 5th, a run in the 7th, both runs scored by Tasso Foster, and they're in the lead 2-1. There goes Granucci on the throw. He is out at second base. Not at all happy with the call, but he is caught stealing. And Daly's pitch is lifted foul down the right field line. Granucci on the chase into the bullpen, and he makes the catch. Holy smokes, that's a great play from Granucci. That was not an easy play to make. 1-0 from Daly is hit out into right field again. Granucci again, this one much easier play, and he makes the catch for out number 2. And there's a bouncing ball to third. Hoffman picks it up, fires across, and a nice 1-2-3 inning for Sam Daly and the Bearcats. Walker today is 0 for 3 at the plate, and he's down on strikes. Bearcats 3 outs away from putting this one in the win column. And warming up in the Bearcat bullpen is Brady Joyner. There's another strikeout for Jonathan Stone, his 4th strikeout. 9th inning for George Fox. They'll have the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. And we'll see how that works out as Jonathan Stone strikes out the side. Bearcats are gone in order. Bellinger in the series is 4 for 10. Had 6 runs driven in across yesterday's doubleheader. Up high, ball 4. Leadoff walk for the Bruins. It bounces away from the catcher, Joshua Murphy. 3-1 the count. To second base goes Bellinger. No big surprise. There's nobody down in the Bearcat bullpen. This is going to be Brady Joyner here in the 9th inning to see what happens. 3-2. Called strike 3. 2-2 from Brady Joyner. A chip into the glove of the catcher, Murphy. Strikeout for Joyner, 2 away. So there's 2 outs. Blue Ellis has driven in 17 runs this season. Looking for a base hit to score the tying run. There's a bouncing ball into the hole. Baskin cuts it off, goes to third, and they don't get him. Wow. Bellinger in with a head-first dive. It's a fielder's choice for Ellis. Runners at first and third, 2 down. And at the plate is Jared Miller, second baseman, who's 1 for 3 today, scored the only run for the Bruins. Miller is 4 for 9 in the series. Runners at first and third, 2 down. And Brady Joyner's first pitch popped up, foul, backing out of play. 0-1 pitch from Brady Joyner. Checks his swing, did not go around. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 from Joyner. Fouled back, 1-2. And the 1-2. Inside ball 2. 2-2. We'll try it again. And the 2-2. Way up high, 3-2. Make it a little more interesting as the runner from first base, Ellis, he's going to be off and running with a full count, 2 down. There goes Ellis, 3-2. Bouncing ball to third. Hoffman fumbles it. Ball game's going to be tied. Coming in to score is Bellinger. It's 2-2. Fumbled it. Scoring is Bellinger. Going to second is Ellis. On at first is Jared Miller. Now they throw to third, and they've got Ellis out trying to advance to third. Here in the bottom of the 9th inning, it is Jackson Garrett leading off, and he's facing Michael Singleton, who's the new pitcher for the Bruins. And Garrett hits one out into left field to Sangalang, who makes the grab. and there's one away. Murphy, right-hand hitter, junior from Everett, Washington. The full count pitch from Singleton, outside, ball 4. So Murphy gets the walk. Here's Tasso Foster. Singleton 3-1 is ball 4. So runners at first and second. Jeff Hoffman coming to the plate is 2 for 4. Singleton's 1-1. Popped up on the infield right side. First baseman Coulter makes the catch, out number 2. Hamburger and Foster the runners at second and first. 2 down, bottom of the 9th. It's a 2-2 ball game. And that hits him. So Granucci's on base, hit by the pitch. And the winning run is 90 feet away. Popped fly, short left, coming over Davis, going out Meffert. Meffert makes the catch. Extra innings at John Lewis Field between the Bruins and the Bearcats in a 2-2 game. Fly ball, center field. Walker tracking it, and there's one away. Extra innings on this Sunday afternoon, 2-2 ball game in the 10th inning. And the 3-1 is a fly ball into right. Granucci going back, and he's got that one for out number 2. So we're 2-2 in the top of the 10th inning in the rubber game of this series. And there's a high chopper over Joyner's head. Foster backhands. He's not going to have a play at first. Beating it out is Mason Eastman. And a bouncer to short. Baskin picks it up, throws across, and in time for out number 3. And the 1-0, there's a fly ball, center field. Going back, Eastman makes the grab. And the 2-2 from Singleton is called strike 3. So Furbett is down on strikes. 1-1 to Baskin. Fly ball, center field, going back Eastman. Turns now, comes in a few steps and makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down. Bruins and the Bearcats, 2-2. Single runs in the 3rd and the 9th for the Bruins. Single runs in the 5th and the 7th for the Bearcats. Line drive, base hit into right field by Belingit. Fumbled by Granucci, but keeps Belingit at first base. Brady Joyner in his 3rd inning of work. Bearcats now do have somebody up and just starting to throw, so if Joyner makes it through this 11th inning, you'd think this is probably about it. There's a high chopper to second base. Tasso Foster will have to go to first. Whitaker is out for the first out of the inning, but moving to second is Belingit. As Nissen, the pinch hitter, base hit into left field. Lawson up with it. They're going to hold the runner, Belingit. Runners at first and third. 1 down with runners at first and third. And the Bearcats bring the infield up. 1-0. Fly ball, center field. That'll score a run. Caught by Walker. Here comes Belingit to the plate. Scores standing up. And the Bruins have taken a 3-2 lead. Ty Davis, the sacrifice fly, brings in Belingit. It's 3-2. And here's Jared Miller. 3-2 from Joyner is outside, ball 4. And there's a 2-out walk. Fly ball. Right center field. Walker, Granucci. It's Granucci making the catch. And the inning goes over. 3-2, Bruins leading it. Bearcats have to produce a run here in the 11th inning. And Jackson Garrett, the DH, is leading off against Singleton. There's a line drive, base hit. Exactly what the Bearcats needed. Preston Lau this year is 0 for 2 at the plate. Has scored a run. Is up there to bunt. And he bunts it. Back to Singleton, who throws him out. 1 pitch. Preston Lau does exactly what he needs to do. And here comes the 1-2. Bouncer to short. Meffert off his knees, throws and got him. 2 away. And he bounces the first pitch down to Meffert, picks it up, throws to first, and that is the ball game. George Fox wins it in 11 innings. Final score of 3-2. So the Bruins of George Fox win it in 2 hours and 55 minutes, 11 innings. They take it 3-2 over the Willamette Bearcats, and that's going to finish off the weekend for us here from John Lewis Field on the Bearcat Network. It's been a good weekend of baseball. Terrific game today to wrap up this series as the Bruins take 2 of 3 over the Bearcats. For now, I'm John Atkinson. Thanks for joining us here on the Bearcat Network, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday afternoon.